Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Popular blogger killed because of gang war, says cop. Police say an ongoing gang feud is behind the gun attack that claimed the life of a well-known media practitioner blogger in Hayes, Clarendon on Saturday night. Dead is 36-year-old Leon McNeil, more popularly known as YouTuber Lee Gates. Lee Gates, who was killed by unknown assailants at a party in Hayes in the parish, was among 3 men who were killed in 2 separate gun attacks on Saturday. Information reaching reporters are that about 8:55 p.m., a group of men approached McNeil and opened fire at him at the event. Another patient was also injured during the gunfire. McNeil and the wounded individual were transported to the hospital, where Lee Gates reportedly died while being treated. The other injured person was hospitalized in stable condition. Many social media users believe McNeil was shot dead because of comments he made about a double murder in Portland Cottage in the parish a few hours earlier. In the double murder, Derek Red Fox Matthews, 39, and a taxi driver from Town, Portland Cottage, and Miguel Newland, 47, from Broadville, Town in Clarendon, were shot dead on Portland Cottage Main Road. But police sources say McNeil, who operates Lee Gates TV and Entertainment, might have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. According to lawmen, an ongoing feud between men from the area is believed to be what caused the attack at the party where McNeil and the other man were shot. McNeil was prominent in covering the Cockapease Clarendon murders of 5 people, including a woman and her 4 children, last June. Cabby passenger shot in Portland Cottage. Clarendon police say they are following several leads into a double murder in Portland Cottage in the parish on Saturday evening. According to police reports, 40-year-old taxi operator Derek Matthews and his passenger Anthony Newland were shot and killed by another passenger at about 3:55 p.m. Matthews operated an unlicensed taxi on the Town to Portland Cottage route. It is reported that when the taxi near Portland Cottage, a passenger asked Matthews to stop the vehicle and he complied. Instead of paying his fare, when he exited the vehicle, the man pulled a firearm and fired several gunshots, hitting both the driver and the passenger, who was in the front seat. The vehicle crashed into an embankment as the driver tried to escape. The gunman escaped on foot, while other passengers were still in the car received minor injuries from the crash. One was admitted to hospital in stable condition, and another was treated for minor injuries and released. Police summoned to the scene found the bodies of Matthews and Newland slumped in front of the car. They were both pronounced dead at the Town Hospital. Tropical Storm Ian causes disruption for some JPS customers. Company says it's working to restore power. The Jamaica Public Service is advising customers in some southern and western parishes that they are working to have normal service restored. In a release on Sunday, the Light and Power Company said interruptions were reported in small pockets in the parishes of St. Andrew, St. James, and Trelawney. Affected areas include sections of Ligoni in St. Andrew, Red Ground and Flanker District in St. James, and Black Windy Side in Trelawney. The company expects to return these areas to normal today, JPS assured, as it explained that the waterlogged soil resulted for several rainy conditions and lightning remain the biggest threat to stability of the power supply. The company said it will continue to closely monitor the situation to address customers' needs as they arise. Gunman shot by a policeman in Spanish Town. A gunman was shot by a policeman at his business place in Spanish Town, St. Catherine last night. A firearm was recovered at the scene. The incident occurred around 11:30 on Fairview Road. The policeman was not injured. It is reported that the cop was about to enter his home after closing up his business for the night when 2 men on a motorcycle rode up. The pillion reportedly jumped from the back and approached the policeman, who took evasive action and fired, hitting him. The rider fled the scene. The injured man is in hospital in critical condition. Schoolboy hospitalized after being hit by a pickup truck in St. Thomas. A motorist was warned for possible prosecution following an incident in which his pickup truck hit a primary school student along the Albion Main Road in St. Thomas on Friday. The boy remains hospitalized in stable condition. The details of the incident are sketchy, but it is understood that the boy was on his way from school on Friday. He was reportedly playing with other students when he ran into the path of the pickup truck and sustained head injuries. The boy was subsequently transported to hospital. The pickup driver reportedly went to the Yales police station to report the matter. He was subsequently questioned and warned for possible prosecution. The police are probing the development. Flash flood warning in effect for some parishes. The Meteorological Service of Jamaica has issued a flash flood warning for flood-prone areas in St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas, Kingston, St. Andrew, St. Catherine, and Clarendon. Meanwhile, a flash flood watch is also in effect for similar areas of Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and Westmoreland. According to the Met Service, a flash flood warning means flooding has been reported or will occur shortly. Motorists and pedestrians should not attempt to cross flooded roadways or other low-lying areas as strong currents are likely. Residents in low-lying areas should be on the alert for rising waters and be ready to move quickly to higher ground. A flash flood watch means that flash flood is possible and residents are advised to take precautionary measures, keep informed by listening to further release from the Meteorological Service, and be ready for quick action if flooding is observed or if a warning is issued. The warning will remain in effect until 5 a.m. on Monday. Tropical Storm Erin is currently located near 15.0 degrees north and 79.4 degrees west, or 390 kilometers south-southwest of Neville Point, Jamaica. Erin is expected to move southwest of Jamaica today and be across the northwestern Caribbean by Monday. Its outer bands have been producing adverse weather conditions across Jamaica since yesterday afternoon. Attorney lashes bearer who pretended to be a lawyer. An attorney at law expressed her outrage at a bearer who pretended to be a lawyer to siphon $300,000 from a woman looking to acquire a land title when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. The man in question, Christopher Fielding, had pleaded guilty to the charge of obtaining money by false pretense when he had first appeared in court. He returned to court on Tuesday to pay restitution to the complainant. Attorney at law Aisha Rob Cunningham said that she believed it to be a very unfortunate situation that people are trading as lawyers for financial gain. I do not think that the court, as an officer of this court, and I would say as a mentor of this noble profession, a profession that we are still trying to keep in a noble way, should really have matters of this nature affecting the profession, Rob Cunningham said. Your Honor, it is very unfortunate that persons are charading and pretending to be attorneys at law. Not only does it bring the profession into disrepute, but when counsels who are perhaps new at the bar and potential clients approach them, they have to do a proper investigation. Too often we have these situations arising, Rob Cunningham continued. She added that she believes that it is a regrettable one that a bearer is collecting large sums of money from someone and purporting to be an attorney at law. It does not sit well with the profession, Your Honor, because we have to train very long sleepless nights. It's not very easy, Rob Cunningham said, noting that the accused treated the profession as a patty shop. Fielding had agreed to pay full restitution on Tuesday in the sum of $300,000, but when he did not present the amount and only handed over $40,000, he was advised that he would be remanded in custody. I need some time, Your Honor, he said. It's the money you need, not time. If you did even come up with $8,000, that would be a better start. Pretending to be a lawyer, Senior Parish Judge Lori Cole Montague said. Showing the man a little mercy, the judge asked him if he would be able to call someone to bring another $40,000 to court on his behalf, but he indicated that it was not possible. By November, I can come up with more payment, Fielding said. Not having this, Cole Montague said, Sir, a whole heap of money you took from the lady, you know. Turning to the complainant, the judge asked about the number of installments she made when she paid him. I paid him $150,000 first, then another $150,000, she said. The same way you get the money is the same restitution you should be paying, Cole Montague said. Despite what people think, I don't take delight in locking up people, she continued. With no more money forthcoming, Fielding was taken into the police custody. Speaking up for the first time, the investigating officer told the judge that there are other victims connected to Fielding. The judge then turned to Fielding and asked, How long you do this thing? Did you ever consider that? This was met with silence, however, he is scheduled to return to court on September 27. Jamaica reports 56 new COVID-19 cases, 4 deaths. Jamaica on Saturday reported 56 new cases of COVID-19 and 4 more virus-related deaths in the last 24-hour period. This brings the total number of cases recorded on the island since the start of the pandemic to 151,650 and the death toll to 3,310. The new cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, Westmoreland 8, St. Anne and St. James 2, Clarendon 4, St. Catherine and Hanover 6, St. Thomas and St. Elizabeth 1, Manchester 9, Trelawney, St. Mary and Portland 3. Of the newly reported cases, there were 34 females and 22 males, with ages ranging from 8 months to 88 years. The deaths recorded were a 75-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew who died in September 2022, a 52-year-old female from St. Catherine who died in September 2021, a 58-year-old female from St. Catherine who died in September 2021, an 82-year-old male from Portland who died in February 2020. There were 88 recoveries in the past 24 hours, bringing the total to 98,825. Currently, 57 people are hospitalized, 6 of whom are moderately ill and 1 severely ill, the ministry said. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing is 11.5%. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for